Okay, so let's practice with finding equivalent fractions. So I do want to share first, when you are trying to find an equivalent fraction, you simply need to multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Okay? Simple as that. Let me say that again. Whenever you want to find an equivalent fraction, you simply need to multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Okay? For this activity, the number that we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by has been provided for us. Okay, so for this particular activity, we have been given the number to multiply the numerator and the denominator by in order to find the equivalent fraction. However, let me go back to what I said at the beginning of the video. In order to find an equivalent fraction, you just need to multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. It could be any number on the face of this planet, as long as you are doing it to the numerator as well as the denominator. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so now let's go with this particular activity. They want us to multiply this fraction by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 in my numerator and by 2 in the denominator. So my equivalent fraction would be 6 over 8. Why? Because 3 times 2 is 6 and 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so an equivalent fraction to 3 over 4 would be 8. All right. Now for the next one, we have the fraction 1 over 4. And the directions say to multiply the numerator by 4 and the denominator by 4 in order to find the equivalent fraction. And the equivalent fraction would be 4 over 16. Why? Because 1 times 4 is 4 and 4 times 4 is 16. So 1 over 4 is equivalent or equal to 4 over 16. And 2 over 3. We need to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by 5 in order to find an equivalent fraction. And that equivalent fraction would be 10 over 15. Why? Because 2 times 5 is 10 and 3 times 5 is 15. So 2 over 3 is equivalent or equal to 10 over 15. Now, for example, I'm just going to use 2 over 3 again. I'm going to use 2 over 3 again, but this time I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 6. Okay, that will give me 12 over 18. Why? Because 2 times 6 is 12 and 3 times 6 is 18. This is an additional example of how to find an equivalent fraction. Once again, as long as you are multiplying or dividing your numerator by the same number, you will get an equivalent fraction. So 2/3 is equivalent to 12 over 18. Okay, so you know what? Let me quickly do an example with division. So for example, let's say we have the fraction 4 over 8. Okay, a fraction equivalent to that, I'm going to divide 2 in the numerator. I'm going to divide 2 in the denominator. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 4 over 8 and 2 over 4 are equivalent fractions. They are equal fractions. Why? Because I divided the numerator and the denominator by the same number, that number being 2. Okay? All right, see you on the next video. Bye.